Welcome back to the Real Constitutional Upholders. As you all know, Englewood Police Department has retaliated against me. They've reached another low. An officer pulled me over while I was parked and then issued me 2 bogus tickets. And if that wasn't enough, approximately 2 months later, that same officer showed up at my house. Welcome to the Real Constitutional Upholders.
The Real Constitutional Upholders.
The Real Constitutional Upholder.
The Real Constitutional Upholder.
The Real Constitutional Upholders. That would be us right here. That would be us right here.
So here's what happened. On September 23rd, 2024, around 11 at night, I was out cop watching like I normally do. I noticed a lot of cops in the area and a lot of cop activity. So I decided to park my vehicle. I seen a police vehicle move past me and move very slowly. That vehicle turned around and pulled me over. In a parked vehicle. In my head, I'm thinking, why in the world could I possibly get pulled over? I'm in a parked vehicle.
How's it going, man? What's going on? I'm out Shongolo Englewood Police Department. Reason I stopped, you don't have no front plate.
So this car is not mine. I'm not familiar with this vehicle. The front license plate was in the glove box. So when I went to go look for the registration and things like that and the insurance, I noticed the front license plate was in there.
Okay. May I have your license, registration, proof of insurance, my man? Sure. Thank you, sir.
I got the front plate right here, but it's not my car, though.
Is there a reason you keep it inside here, my man?
It's not my car.
I gotcha.
I don't feel as if this traffic stop was for the purpose of issuing me a ticket for no front license plate. This was some sort of way to get ID for me. The real shady part happens after a female officer arrives on the scene.
All right, then. No. So, I come in, I was all blacked out. He comes back on the road. He parks over there. The vehicle doesn't register to the area, so I just thought he was visiting somewhere in the area. So then I come down this way, I'm still blacked out, check around the area. Then freaking he comes back this way and then parks here again. So I'm like, that's twice. It's like, which house are you going to? So I'm guessing it's him that just keeps driving around.
So where he's going?
No, I haven't asked him. I just got his stuff because he doesn't have a front plate, because he has a front plate in his glove compartment. So he's working on getting insurance. If you want to ask him about what else he's doing around the area, so.
So, do you have insurance on this vehicle?
It's not my car, but yeah, there.
Okay, who is it registered to? You don't know who it registers to?
I do.
Okay, what are you doing in this neighborhood? Yeah, it actually is. I'm sorry?
I don't have any questions.
She never asked me to see the insurance. So after refusing to answer her questions, I rolled up my window. Because if she's not gonna ask me for my insurance, then what am I doing talking to her? You have a Fifth Amendment right to remain silent and not answer questions. And that's exactly what I did. I exercised my Fifth Amendment right to not answer those questions. After I rolled up my window and she walked away from my vehicle and went back to Officer Shongolo, she then told him this.
Well, if he can't find insurance, he's getting a ticket, so he's working on insurance.
Oh no, I already asked him about insurance.
He doesn't have it? All right.
So that's no insurance in his window. So.
I never told her I didn't have insurance. I never told her I wouldn't give it to her. She just simply never asked for it. These officers recognized me. The officer, Noor Shongolo, recognized my identity by reading my ID. And he said, oh, that's Luis Johnson, the talk of the town.
Charlie 41.
You won't believe who it is.
Right?
Look at that. It's Luis Johnson.
Oh, our First Amendment auditor, or Second Amendment auditor. Second Amendment? Second Amendment, yep.
41, can you come me to, please? If you're not giving them, just make sure you give them a nice business card. Is the chick in the car with him?
There's no one in the car with them, but
It's almost as if they were excited to be pulling me over. I wonder why. Galindo causes the other officer, Noor Shongolo, to believe that I don't have insurance and that I cannot provide it. So he goes in his car, he starts writing this ticket for failure to provide proof of insurance and also for the no front license plate. And they also talk amongst each other to find a way to make me have to drive all the way out there by issuing me the no insurance ticket, which is a summons. It's a mandatory appearance. You cannot pay this. There's no fine attached. You have to show up.
I might just do Muni.
Go county on him. Let's go all the way out to county. It's no insurance. Otherwise, he just has to go right down the street. Or do you think Muni would do any different?
Copy. Yeah, I'll just go county.
Because then he has to drive all the way out to the county. So take care of his.
Officer Noor Shongolo approached my vehicle on the driver's side window. He then explained to me the tickets that he's issuing me, and that he's going to issue me a ticket for no front plate, failure to provide proof of insurance. I then explained to Officer Noor Shongolo that I have insurance, and then I pulled it up on my phone, and that he said that he would come back and get the insurance from me. At that point, I showed Officer Noor Shongolo my valid insurance that was up to date. After reviewing the digital insurance card on my phone, he then stated,
Because you did tell me, right?
Yep, I did tell you to pull it up.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. So, real quick, it's not saying that you didn't have it. It's just saying that It's just saying that you failed to present that upon was a request. So when you go to the court, just show them, hey, I had it. You know, I might show it to the officer afterwards. So they'll toss that out, and they'll probably just charge you with not having the front plate. Okay.
I just showed you that though.
I got you, but I already got the ticket written and everything up
You
there.
asked me when you came back. You said that I could have a chance to show you.
Yeah.
So you're writing me a ticket for something that you have said you would allow me a chance to show you before you write the ticket. And you came back with the ticket before you allowed me to show you.
Yeah, I said my partner come check on you to make sure
She
that was
never
it.
asked me.
She
I'm
told me
telling
you
you,
rolled up your window on her.
But she never asked me.
but here's the part they really hate. Both tickets dismissed. So as all of you may be wondering, how did I beat the case? I used the exact wording of Colorado law to get the front plate charge dropped. Colorado Revised Statute 42-3-202, number plates furnished to be attached. 1A1. The owner shall attach the number plate assigned to a self-propelled vehicle to the vehicle with one in the front and one in the rear. The owner shall attach. The statute's very clear. The owner shall attach. I am not the vehicle owner. Therefore, I believe this ticket was issued to me with malicious intent or an improper understanding of the law. Even though this officer could have searched this up on his phone and it would have took 2 minutes. That's why fighting back matters. Cops like this expect you to just take the charge and plead guilty or pay the fine. But when you push back and the law's on your side, they fold. So there's no debating that. I showed proof of insurance, valid proof of insurance, and I should have never been written that ticket. I shouldn't have wasted my time to drive all the way out to the courts on a summons. So there you have it. Englewood PD caught targeting and harassing me again. First they write up bogus tickets, then they show up at my house in the middle of the night. What?
Do you need help
What?
or something?
Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Bro, just keep it moving. You good? Who you looking for? Who you looking for? Me? Are you looking for me? Are you looking for me? You're not looking for me, so go do your job, bro. Keep it moving. You just gonna waste our tax dollars? You really start me off. Because my tax dollars are being wasted by you. What's your name? Huh? What's your name? It's not like I can't find out who you are in public records, bro. Like, it's real easy. All you have to do is say your name. Now you're gonna get a complaint, bro. Like, you unprofessional, bro. And instead of doing your job, you're sitting here bothering me. Go do your job.
But he needs backup for what?
And when I call them out, they just cover up for themselves. If you've ever dealt with police harassment, drop a comment down below. I'd love to hear your story. And if you're tired of cops abusing their power, hit that like button. Subscribe and turn on notifications. And if you want to see my past run-ins with Englewood Police Department, check out some of my other videos. I'll catch you on the next one. Stay safe, stand up for your rights, and as always, D Oppresso Liber.